If you're wondering whether or not you should buy or sell in the next couple of months, then you need to watch this video. Hey there, my name is Claudia Muniz. I'm an agent with eXp Realty, and today we're going to talk about the real estate market in Middlesex County. In order for me to answer these questions of, is the market crashing? Will it be a buyer's market soon? Are prices going to go down? Are rates going to go down? We're going to look at about 8 different data points to be able to answer those questions. So similarities between the year over year and month over month trends, both of those we are having less and less inventory. In December, we had 542 new listings. We have not seen a number this low in 10 years. And then even 10 years ago, in December, we had 672 new listings. The same applies for active listings. I know everybody's tired of hearing historically low inventory, but this is the data. The number of active listings in December 2022 was 1,507. In December 2013, we had 2,269. So supply is definitely very, very low compared to what we've had the last 10 years around this time of year. Homes are selling about the same pace as last year and last month at about 43 days, give or take a couple days. This is a faster pace than what we would normally see this time of year, but has slowed compared to the spring and summer market about 3 to 6 months ago, where we are seeing days on market in the 30s. That coincides with the seasons we normally see the most activity in, but also when most recently the rates were at their lowest. As of the first week of January, rates for a 30-year fixed mortgage are 6.2%. This is lower from the peak that we saw towards the end of October at 7.24%. Still has some room to come down to what would be considered more normal, around 5%. The average sales prices took a slight dip in November, about 5-6% dip, but we're back to December 2021 prices with an average sales price in December of 2023 being about $390,000. This is lower than what we saw this past spring market and last year during the spring market, which was just slightly over $400,000. Overall, sellers are getting what they're asking for. The list to sales price ratio and the original price to sales price ratio is at 100%. Home sellers are realizing they're not going to get 106% of their asking price anymore and have adjusted accordingly. Sales activity is more than last month. Still not quite where we were at this time last year. This can be attributed to less inventory being available. Less inventory, less sales. Last month we had 2 months of inventory. This is slightly lower than last month and slightly lower than last year, which was about 3 months of inventory. Even during the recent spring and summer months, we were seeing 3 to 4 months inventory. So to drive the point home, this is unusually low. Average rents are up again. Average rent for December 2022 was about $3,200, which is up $550 from last year and $250 up from last month. So here I put this little graphic. If you were to buy a $350,000 home with $8,000 in taxes and only putting down 3.5%, you'd still be looking at about the same price as rentals right now. Save yourself the 100% interest. Ask me about how to get $15,000 in down payment assistance. So the first big question I'm going to answer is, are we in a buyer or seller market? There's a lot of conflicting advice about this. The media is trying to scare everybody with threats of a housing crash. Despite the doubling of interest rates, low inventory has held the prices steady. Normally what we would consider a buyer's market is 6 months or more of inventory. So I think it's safe to say that at 2 months inventory, we are definitely in a seller favored market. As the months inventory creep up to around 3 or 4 months inventory, this means it's more balanced. So what this means for buyers is you'll have a little bit more time to think about the house you want to buy compared to the recent spring or summer markets. During the spring or summer markets, I had clients that literally had to make decisions the very same day that they were seeing the house, which sometimes, you want to sleep on it. It's a big decision. It's a big purchase. So now with the days on market a little bit longer, you have the opportunity to do so. So another bonus for buyers is there's more room to keep your contingencies. There's not much wiggle room on the price, and that varies town to town, but as you can see from the list price to sales price ratio, homes are selling at 100% of asking. Even if we look at the original price to sales price ratio, we're still at an average of 100%, which means there may be some homes that are still selling a little bit above asking, there might be some homes a little bit below, but on average, it's homes are selling for what people are asking for. As I mentioned, this can vary from town to town, so if you're interested in a particular town, you want to have an idea of what homes are selling for, and if you have more negotiation power, reach out to me and we'll take a look together. One big factor playing into how the market is going is the interest rates. Rates are slightly lower, and once they improve a little bit more, it's likely there'll be more competition if inventory levels do not increase. So if you're still waiting to see what happens, that might be a factor you want to consider. What this data means for sellers. You have a better chance at buying a home with a home sale contingency at a price that might have a little bit more breathing room for you. During the summer months when you had to make a decision the very same day and submit a best and final offer, it was likely that if you had a home sale contingency, your offer would be skipped right over because there would be a stack of other offers that their closing date would cater more to what the seller was looking for. So the home sale contingency was viewed as an extra hurdle. Now you have room to actually be considered. The low inventory means that your home will stand out. If the inventory levels jump, it's still likely prices will hold steady instead of a sharp decline. You're still getting a great price for your home compared to the last 5 years if you're looking at the average sales price. And homes are still selling very quickly. Their average days on market is less than 2 months. If you're buying and selling at the same time, you may want to be prepared for your home to sell very quickly. That's all I have for the January 2023 market update for Middlesex County. If you have any specific questions, you can go ahead and comment below and I'll be sure to answer them. Or you can check out my link in the description box and book a time to chat with me directly. Feel free to check out my free PDF guides in the description box below as well. And as always, I'm here for you and thanks for your subscription. Have a good one.